The Fall of the View, a cultural reckoning. In a dramatic twist that has captivated audiences and ignited discussions across the media landscape, The View finds itself ensnared in a legal battle that threatens to redefine the boundaries of media accountability. Once a formidable force in daytime television, the show is now caught in a precarious position, facing a relentless lawsuit from activist Kirk, whose tenacity and determination have turned the tables on the show's hosts. The implications of this case extend beyond mere financial compensation. They delve into the very essence of media integrity and responsibility. The saga began with a series of inflammatory comments made on The View, targeting Kirk and his organization. These remarks were not only damaging but also baseless, igniting a firestorm of outrage among Kirk's supporters. What started as a dismissive critique quickly morphed into a full-blown legal confrontation. Kirk's legal team, armed with a fierce resolve to hold The View accountable, was not merely seeking damages. They aimed to set a precedent that would deter other media figures from making reckless, unfounded accusations, particularly against minors. As the lawsuit progressed, the stakes escalated. Kirk's fight was not just personal. It symbolized a broader struggle for accountability in media. In an age where misinformation spreads like wildfire, the integrity of discourse is paramount. Kirk's legal battle became a rallying point for those who felt marginalized by mainstream narratives, pushing back against the dismissive tactics often employed by established media outlets. Adding fuel to the fire was Joe Rogan, the podcasting powerhouse known for his unfiltered takes on contentious topics. Rogan's commentary on the lawsuit resonated with a vast audience, many of whom are disillusioned with mainstream media's handling of controversial issues. By framing the situation as a classic David versus Goliath story, he tapped into a cultural narrative that struck a chord with viewers. The idea that a young activist could challenge a powerful media institution became a compelling storyline, captivating the public's imagination. Rogan's ability to amplify the absurdity of the situation positioned him as a pivotal figure in this unfolding drama. His critiques of The View not only highlighted their hypocrisy, but also underscored a growing sentiment among viewers that traditional media institutions often fail to grasp the weight of their words. In contrast to Kirk's serious legal battle, Rogan's comedic take provided a unique dynamic that kept audiences engaged and entertained. Caught off guard by the backlash, The View attempted to navigate this crisis with a series of half-hearted apologies and defensive posturing. However, these efforts were met with skepticism and derision. The hosts, who once thrived on their ability to discuss controversial topics, now appeared trapped in a quagmire of their own making. Their attempts to dismiss criticism only fueled the fire, as viewers began to question whether they truly understood the gravity of their statements. The juxtaposition of Kirk's serious legal fight and Rogan's humorous commentary created a cultural moment that resonated with audiences. The more The View tried to distance itself from the controversy, the more Kirk's supporters rallied around him, eager to hold the show accountable for its role in perpetuating harmful narratives. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the media landscape began to shift. Other talk shows and commentators weighed in, discussing the implications of the lawsuit and the broader issues of accountability in media. This not only amplified Kirk's message, but also sparked a wider conversation about the responsibilities that come with a platform. The idea that media figures should be held accountable for their words resonated with a public increasingly wary of misinformation. Kirk's fight became a symbol of resistance against a media landscape often dominated by sensationalism and careless narratives. Meanwhile, Rogan's commentary served as a platform for dissenting voices, allowing a variety of perspectives to emerge in the discourse. This dynamic further complicated The View's position. As they faced mounting criticism, they were also confronted with the reality that the public was demanding accountability. Ultimately, this saga transcends a mere legal battle. It represents a cultural reckoning. The tensions between traditional media and new media influencers have reached a boiling point, challenging the status quo and demanding a reevaluation of how discourse is conducted in the public sphere. The View, once a bastion of daytime discourse, now grapples with the consequences of its words in a world where accountability is increasingly demanded. Kirk and Rogan, each in their own way, have emerged as symbols of a shifting media landscape. Their efforts remind audiences that the power of speech comes with a responsibility, and that truth, however messy, must be upheld. As the lawsuit continues to unfold and the public discourse evolves, one thing is clear. The dynamics of media are changing, and the consequences for those who wield that power irresponsibly are more significant than ever. In a time when outrage can spark movements and legal battles can reshape narratives, this saga serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between influence and accountability. The fight for integrity in media is far from over, and as Kirk takes on The View, he embodies the spirit of a generation that refuses to remain silent in the face of injustice. The outcome of this battle may very well determine the future of discourse in an increasingly polarized world, setting a precedent for how media figures engage with their audiences and the narratives they choose to amplify. Thanks for watching, guys. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bells